Toyota BMW presents Forecast First from WTAJ.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm meteorologist Joe Murgo. We had some showers and thunderstorms and downpours earlier. Just one couple of showers now in the western part of our viewing area. There still will be a shower, thunderstorm in some spots over the next few hours. And then also later on tonight, we'll have another shower or thunderstorm move on in. Showers and thunderstorms a little more numerous in the midday hours for tomorrow. Some sunshine in the afternoon. We'll talk more about that coming up.
When something like this that you've worked on for many years, it's tough.
Ahead tonight, a local theater is destroyed in a massive fire. We'll show you how the players who perform there are reacting to that loss. Plus, the search for a serial arsonist terrorizing a local neighborhood continues tonight. And a new law is helping grandparents across the country take care of their grandkids in the wake of the opioid crisis.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 11.
Good evening to you. I'm Amanda Kenny. A fire destroyed a local theater in Old Bedford Village today. The theater was set to perform the play Arsenic and Old Lace next month, but right now they're not sure if the show must go on. The Gardner Memorial Theater in Old Bedford Village is no more.
I saw flames starting to come out of the top window towards the back of the theater.
Heather Pettit immediately called 911.
And the wind started to blow. It was actually blowing it towards, my home is right over here, so it started to blow this way.
But even with the quick response, the theater, which was built with timber from around the region in the 1970s, was fully engulfed in flames. Some of the first responders are also involved with the theater, like Jim Doe. He's with the Allen Bank Fire Department and the president of the Bedford County Players.
It's very surprising because we've just had a lot of electrical work redone in the theater a couple years ago, so we were upgrading and improving everything every year.
This is an important part of the community. It's a big part of the entertainment system here, and this is something we cannot lose.
The theater just wrapped up a production of Beauty and the Beast and was rehearsing for another play set to be performed in August. But now it's a total loss.
Well, pretty hard. I've been to a lot of fires over the years. I've been almost 30 years now in the fire service, so it's. But when something like this that you've worked on for many years, it's tough.
The Bedford County Players will have a meeting Wednesday to discuss where they'll go from here. For now, there is a GoFundMe page to raise money for the theater. Shortly, we will have that link for you on our website, wearecentralpa.com. Tonight, police are still searching for the serial arsonist who's burned down more than a half a dozen vacant homes in Somerset County. That latest fire was just set before 2:30 Sunday morning at another vacant trailer in Cherry Lane Estates. Police say it's the 10th fire at that mobile home park since May. So far, police haven't named any suspects in the case. Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers is offering a cash reward for any information that leads to an arrest. Elsewhere, a Bedford County teen is facing serious charges after police say he threatened to burn down a home in West St. Clair Township. Police say just before 8:30 last Tuesday night, that teen started a fire near a house along the 1600 block of Barefoot Road, then told the owner that he would burn it down. He is now facing terroristic threat charges. Tonight, the search continues for the person who shot a Johnstown man early this morning. It happened just before 2:30 along the 100 block of Leslie Street. The suspect was wearing a skeleton mask. The victim was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. So far, no arrests have been made in that case. A Somerset County man who police say threatened to hurt himself before disappearing remains missing tonight. 37-year-old Christopher Yankee was last seen in Somerset around 11:40 Saturday night. Police think he has left the state and is traveling west. They're also worried he could be suffering from a mental health condition. Anyone with information that could help track him down is asked to contact the state police. Two Bedford County women are facing charges after police say they kept money raised for Pennsylvania State Police. Police say Heather Merkel and Corinne Heltzel planned the fundraiser for September of last year. The event, the 2017 Run for Troopers, was held at the Keystone Horse Center in Bloomsburg. Officials say the women contacted businesses for donations and made flyers claiming the money raised would go to the Pennsylvania State Police. In all, the women raised more than $3,000 and received an additional $2,500 in merchandise for the event, but they never gave any of it to the police. Merkel and Heltzel are now facing theft by deception charges. State police in Center County are investigating after a gun was stolen from a Phillipsburg official's vehicle. They say that weapon was taken from a Borough Code Enforcement vehicle sometime between Saturday and this afternoon. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
From WTAJ, your weather authority, here's your weather now.
Today was a muggy day, warm, a good deal of sunshine in the morning. Then in the afternoon, you notice, especially over the spine of the Appalachians, we had some showers and thunderstorms, some with flooding downpours. Some got reports of some wind in a couple of locations. Most of the activity is still off to our north and west right now. Pretty strong thunderstorm in northwestern Pennsylvania. We have a lone shower now in Indiana County, just north of Indiana. Another shower that's just to the east of Punxsutawney there in Clearfield County. More numerous showers and thunderstorms, some with heavy downpours up across the New York-Pennsylvania border. Rainfall amounts, most areas light, but a few isolated spots picked up a ½ an inch of rain. Future track is showing that we'll have just an isolated shower or thunderstorm through early tonight, and then again later on tonight as the front draws closer, there'll be a shower or thunderstorm in some locations. In between all that, partly cloudy, muggy, low temperatures in the 60s to near the 70-degree mark. Tomorrow at a glance, we are going to have more clouds and sunshine, and yes, there'll be some showers and thunderstorms, I think most numerous in the midday hours, as you see there. But then watch what happens in the afternoon. It moves on out. Clouds should break for some sunshine and a nice evening coming our way. We'll talk more about that with your complete 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
Thanks, Joe. One hidden impact of the opioid crisis is the fact that more grandparents are having to raise their children's children. President Trump signed the Supporting Grandparents Raising Grandchildren Act into law to get grandparents the help they need to raise the grandchildren when the parents can't. Tonight, Washington correspondent Morgan Wright has more on the efforts to use the law to make a difference in the lives of grandparents and those children.
You don't know where to turn.
For Ruth Fox and other grandparents, the opioid crisis has hit home. She's 66 and suddenly the guardian of 10 and 12-year-old grandchildren because the children's parents are addicts.
You've done that years ago.
Fox of Chestwood, Pennsylvania says her life has drastically changed.
When this kind of thing happens, it's usually very sudden, and you're like, oh my goodness.
A new law recently signed by President Trump, the Supporting Grandparents Raising Grandchildren Act, may help provide grandparents the resources they need in a moment of crisis. Senator Bob Casey helped write the law.
We got to make sure that we support them. We can't just pat them on the back and say good job.
The law will form a federal advisory council that will develop a central source of information to help grandparents who are caring for their grandchildren. More
information about the healthcare system, about the mental health system, about schools, about any other resource, federal, state, or otherwise, that's available.
Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown says the law will help society understand how serious this problem is.
So this was a first step in sort of helping these grandparents whose lives have changed dramatically figure out how to take care of these kids.
These children come with real challenges, so we need to find ways to support the children and to support the caregiver who is stepping in unexpectedly.
Jaya Peterson-Lent of Generations United says this is a valuable first step to recognize the role grandparents have in the lives of children. In Washington, Morgan Wright.
Senator Casey says the advisory group will be comprised of the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Education, and the Centers for Disease Control. They will have 6 months to provide a report of what resources should be available to grandparents caring for their grandchildren. Well, thanks to a program created by Governor Tom Wolf last spring, PennDOT is paving Juniata Valley Road in Blair County in a more eco-friendly way. Now, that method takes recycled road millings and mixing it with stone and oil to create new asphalt. This works for low-volume roads that don't get as much wear and tear and allows PennDOT to save on resources and money. It also allows them to pave roads that may not have gotten repaved without the new resource. Normally, road millings are sent to a landfill, and more stone would have to be used in that process.
This is an opportunity to take millings off of another project, the asphalt surface, mix it with some stone, create a structure for a low volume roadway, pave a road we probably wouldn't normally be touching.
For this project alone, PennDOT estimates they will save $130,000. Today, a famous Johnstown restaurant that closed its doors last summer is back open for business. Coney Island unexpectedly closed down last year after more than 100 years of business. But the restaurant's new owners refused to let the taste of those iconic hot dogs become a thing of the past and fired up the grill this morning. Residents say the restaurant brings back memories, and now they have a chance to make some new ones too.
I'm just so happy it's opened again.
We'd go dancing, and after the clubs closed, we'd end up over here at 2 o'clock in the morning filling up on the hot dogs and chocolate milk, believe it or not.
Hot dogs and chocolate milk. Well, now that Coney Island is officially reopened, the big question is what to order. We're told most restaurant goers are siding with the Sundowner, which is a hamburger with an egg on top, or a classic hot dog with that famous chili sauce. And we want to hear which Coney Island menu item you like best. Head on over to our WTAJ Facebook page, give us a like, and leave us a comment with your favorite on this story. Still out on WTAJ News at 11, President Trump is facing backlash over his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Find out what the president had to say about that summit. Plus, Prime Day got cut short for many Amazon shoppers. We'll tell you why after the break.
We had a couple of downpours around today, and we'll still have some showers and thunderstorms into tomorrow. An update coming up.
Live from your news leader, John Clay, Amanda Kenny, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo. WTAJ News at 11 continues.
President Donald Trump returned to the U.S. tonight after a whirlwind European trip that culminated with a summit with Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Tonight, Mola Lenghi reports from the White House.
President Trump wrapped up a 6-day visit to Europe with a stop in Finland on Monday, where he met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The summit began with the two leaders talking behind closed doors for more than 2 hours, joined only by their translators.
Getting along with Russia is a good thing, not a bad thing.
Later, at a joint news conference, Mr. Trump was asked about Russia's alleged meddling in the 2016 election.
I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
Putin did admit that he was pulling for Mr. Trump to win.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because he talked about bringing the U.S.-Russia relationship back to normal.
The president also condemned the investigation led by special counsel Robert Mueller, saying it was bad for the country and an obstacle to better relations with Moscow.
Here in Washington, the response to those statements was nearly unanimously critical, with many Republicans leading the way in condemning them.
Senator John McCain called it one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president in memory. Senator Lindsey Graham said Putin would view it as a sign of weakness. House Speaker Paul Ryan said the president must accept that Russia is not our ally. Trump ally Newt Gingrich called it the most serious mistake of his presidency. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer expressed dismay.
A single ominous question now hangs over the White House. What could possibly cause President Trump to put the interests of Russia over those of the United States?
Schumer wants to summon the president's national security team to Capitol Hill to explain the administration's stance towards Russia. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, the White House.
In a tweet sent after the summit, President Trump wrote that when he comes to Russia, quote, in order to build a brighter future, we cannot exclusively focus on the past, end quote. Well, today is Amazon Prime Day, but instead of deals on the website, many customers are seeing dogs instead. That's because Amazon posts photos of animals with its error messages. And there's been so much traffic because of Amazon's made-up holiday, the website is crashing. Amazon.com addressed the problem on Twitter, telling customers the company is working to resolve any issues. The crashes could cost Amazon more than customer satisfaction. Last year, Prime Day generated about $1 billion in sales.
Downright soupy outside. I'll let you know when we'll have a refreshing change coming up next.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo.
Well, we started off the day with a good deal of sunshine. Here's our Doppler around 5 this evening. You notice there were a couple of strong thunderstorms. Cambria, Somerset counties, they were drifting to the north, brought us soaking to a lot of places, but really that was about it. Those were the only ones around. We'll go ahead and loop this again at a closer look, and we'll start this over at 5 o'clock. There's one strong thunderstorm. We got a report of some wind once you got up near the Cambria and Clearfield County line, but for the most part, biggest news with those was that we did get a soaking rainfall. Now, traveling along I-99, Heidi caught this rainbow on the back of a storm, and look at this rain shaft here with a heavy rainfall being seen on the ridges off to the west, and that's where most of the rainfall did stay. Strong thunderstorm in northwestern Pennsylvania right now, but that's not in a rush coming our way. Most of the real heavy action is up to our north. However, as a front sinks southward, we'll get more showers and thunderstorms as we head into tomorrow, fueled by very warm and humid air. In fact, it got downright hot in some places today. A high of 91 in Altoona, got into the 90s in Huntington, 90 for a high in Indiana, 87 in DuBois, Johnstown at 86. Still some warmth off to our north and west, but it's some of this refreshing air that's going to be moving on in for the middle of the week. Satellite and radar does show the cold front east, and yes, it will bring a change as we head into later tomorrow, but early in the day we are still going to have a couple of showers and thunderstorms around. You can see them here on our future track by late tonight. Weather watchers reporting on in. Sioux and Hollandtown got a 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, just a 1/10 of an inch for Geo and Phillipsburg. Amy and Bruce only had some sprinkles. Look at how muggy it is. 77 degrees, 78 for Roy and Wood, and a good deal of clouds, and 78 for Ruth and Hindman. Right now it's 75 in State College, 76 in Altoona, 73 in Somerset, some fog, and 68 in Somerset. Dew point temperatures well into the 60s to near 70. Our dew point trend, we're going to be heading down as we head into the middle part of the week. So we have a refresher coming our way. Not tonight, though. Muggy. Here's that front. It moves through tomorrow with some showers and thunderstorms, any of which could be heavy. But by the end of the day, the front moves on out. So if you have evening plans, it should be pretty good. High pressure moves on in and should give us nice weather as we head on into the middle of the week. Tomorrow, though, showers and thunderstorms, especially through the early afternoon hours. Then we'll have some sunshine returning. Still warm and humid. High temperatures in a lot of spots in the 80s. Look at the dew point temperatures. Muggy tomorrow morning, but then starting to come down tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's night's low near 60. 82 on Wednesday with a good deal of sunshine. 84 on Thursday. Humidity comes up Friday. Chance for an isolated thunderstorm on Saturday. Better chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday on into Monday.
Well, coming up next in sports, you might only have one more season to see him in Pittsburgh. Find out how much money he turned down today. Plus, one local from here in central Pennsylvania got to shine on national TV tonight. See how a small-town man made the most of his primetime moment.
This weekend at Del Grosso's Park, family fun, famous food, and a chance to experience history. Join us for our annual Native American powwow and dance competition. Grand entry at 12 noon both days. Powwow weekend at the park. Details at delgrossos.com.
Denny's new Super Slam is just $5.99.
$5.99? Are you out of your mind? Seriously?
Yep. Eggs, hash browns, bacon, sausage, and buttermilk pancakes.
$5.99? Are you out of your mind? We're out of our minds.
Denny's new Super Slam, only $5.99.
Hey folks, Gene and Corey Stocker from Stocker Chevrolet. Chevrolet's been building trucks for over 100 years, and this month we're celebrating during Chevy Truck Month with some great deals in all of our trucks.
This month at Stocker Chevrolet, you can get up to 20% off the MSRP of a new Silverado Crew Cab pickup, or have it up to 18% off the award-winning new Equinox LT. Now those are some great deals. And remember, at Stocker Chevrolet, every new car customer gets free of charge the Stocker Advantage that includes a lifetime engine guarantee and a whole lot more.
Get down to Stocker Chevrolet today or visit us online at StockerChevrolet.com.
How do you stop James Conner? Not with a linebacker, not with a legion of defenders, and not even with a life-threatening cancer. That's because James chose the renowned UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, where doctors and researchers are setting new standards and discovering bold new breakthroughs in cancer care, so patients like James can be unstoppable.
It's a week of family fun at this year's Clearfield County Fair. Thursday at the fair, it's the big rig truck pulls. Modified semis, open semis, licensed semis, and street legal 4x4s. The dirt will fly as these trucks run the track looking for a full pull. The Clearfield County Fair is July 29th through August 4th. Don't miss it. For tickets, call 765-1749 or visit ClearfieldCountyFair.com.
Walker & Walker Equipment, the only Kubota elite dealer located in Center and Clearfield counties, featuring a complete lineup of quality Kubota equipment, including full-sized and subcompact tractors, zero-turn mowers, rugged RTV utility vehicles, and construction equipment. Walker & Walker also has a complete service and parts department with factory-trained Kubota service technicians. We offer a complete rental service with an available rent-to-own option. Call or visit us online for special pricing and financing options on select Kubota equipment. Visit or call any of our locations today.
WTAJ News Skynet camera network is on air and online. This Eye in the Sky gives you live looks from around the area. Great views in great locations. Skynet camera network is powered by University Park Airport, Fiore Toyota VW Audi, and Shy Beaver Boat Center, and can only be found on WTAJ and wearecentralpa.com. WTAJ, your news leader. Bathfitter is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News. WTAJ Sports with Peter Terpstra.
This Pittsburgh Steeler hoped to get his money. Instead, he might have to pad his resume instead of padding his pockets. Happy Le'Veon Bell Day, everybody. The Steelers announced today they did not sign a long-term deal with the running back. The team had a 4 p.m. deadline to try and get a deal done. Bell is expected to play for his franchise tag total this season, which is $14.5 million. Nowadays, running backs are not getting paid like they used to, and most teams feature more than one back. Today, Bell's agent told ESPN that his next season is likely his last with the Steelers. He could be an unrestricted free agent in 2019. Last season, he sat out until September 4th, and he might miss some time this season as well. He ran for more than 1,200 yards last year with 650 yards receiving. And tonight, we now know what Bell turned down. According to a report, the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reports Bell turned down a 5-year, $70 million deal with more than $30 million of that over 2 years. The team offered him $10 million less last season total, both 5-year deals. Le'Veon Bell is set to make $14.5 million this next season. Next up is Devontae Freeman at $8.25 million. LaShawn McCoy, the Harrisburg native and former Eagle, at $8 million. And Jerick McKinnon at $7.5 million. The Steelers released a statement saying they would like to work out a long-term deal with the guy after 2018. Well, the Altoona Curve back at home for the first time since the All-Star break, and your All-Star pitcher got the start today. Taylor Hearn on the bump for your home team. These highlights brought to you by the All-Stars. Good start for Hearn. He forces this inning double play to get out of the inning with the leadoff walk. They have the lead in the bottom of the frame. Now we go to the bottom of the first. 2 runners on for your home run slugging All-Star. Will Craig, the hero of the All-Star game, lifts one out to right field. That would score a run on the sac fly, and the Curve lead 1-0. Soon after, some rain would come in. Hey, Jordan. Hearn went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits and only 1 run. The Curve did not get a hit until the 7th inning. Bowie would score 4 in the 9th to sneak past Altoona 5-2. Let's slap some dingers. Home run derby tonight out in Washington, D.C., and we got a local man featured on the national broadcast. That's Jacob Hinsel. He's from Phillipsburg, and he got to compete on the big stage tonight as part of a break in the broadcast called the Armed Forces Home Run Challenge. Hinsel took advantage, and he sent one homer into the bullpen. These 2 guys placed top 2 earlier this week out of all of the competitors from all of the branches of the military. Well, it is Media Day season. The SEC and Big 12 started talking the talk today. The Big 10 and Media Day start next Monday. You will get your first look at new Mississippi State head coach Joe Moorhead at the podium on Wednesday. As you know, he was the offensive coordinator of Penn State before he was heading down south.
Weather anytime on wearecentralpa.com. Brought to you by 5-Star Power Sports.
Mahalka's General Contracting is celebrating 40 years in business, and to kick off remodeling season, we are offering our lowest prices ever on roofing, siding, windows, and decks. So call us today or visit us online at mahalkascontracting.com.
This lovely colonial couple comes pre-furnished with 2 sets of matching parents. Perfect for the right agent with the right listing. Like this classic Cape Cod with matching spare guest rooms. We recommend what's right for you. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
World-class heart care is closer than you think.
My heart was failing. No one else could figure out what was wrong with me. And Cleveland Clinic is the one that saved my life.
When you choose Cleveland Clinic, you'll get the nation's #1 heart program 23 years in a row.
Meeting the surgeon, understanding everything that was going to happen was a tremendous stress relief.
You'll have a team specialized in the most complex heart cases, with an unparalleled record of successful treatments and access to the most advanced heart technology.
It's wonderful that Cleveland Clinic is on the cutting edge of all this. They're there to find the problem and to fix it so that you have a quality of life again.
If you or a loved one have a heart condition or need a second opinion, call us today, 844-860-1025. Cleveland Clinic. Every life deserves world-class care.
Adults are just kids with much, much better toys. And now's the time to get an exceptional offer on a toy of your own at the Mercedes-Benz summer event going on now. Lease the C300 sedan for $399 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Maholkos has spent the last 40 years building a team of highly trained professionals ready to remodel your bathroom. Over the next 3 months, you can get the bathroom of your dreams for the lowest prices we have ever offered. So call us today or visit us online at maholkoscontracting.com.
Bleed blue and white? Can't get enough Nittany Nation? Get your Nittany Nation news 24/7 on the Nittany Nation app. It's the app powered by WTAJ, your Nittany Nation station. Available for all smartphones and devices. Ford is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News. WTAJ News continues.
You know, as they always say, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. And we had plenty of that around for today, and a soaking thunderstorm in some spots. Scattered showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow. There's a lot of gray on our 10-day future track. The biggest news is once we head into late tomorrow evening should be good. Wednesday night, Thursday night, comfortable nights. Even though the days are going to be seasonably warm, the nights shouldn't be bad. Air out the houses a little bit.
Nice. Enough to give the air conditioners a break.
Yes.
Save
Definitely.
some money.
Yeah,
not
until, you may not notice it until Wednesday night.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Joe. And thank you for watching. You can stay up to date by checking out our Facebook page or head on over to wearecentralpa.com. Have a great night.